Now we have breaking news this morning. We've been following civil rights leader Reverend Jesse Jackson. Died this morning at the age of 84 years old. Now you'll remember he had been battling a progressive illness. He was hospitalized last November for some complications.
Reverend Al Sharpton shared on social media just minutes ago, remembering Jackson as his mentor and a trailblazer in the civil rights movement. This is what he had to say about it.
He impacted millions, but he directly taught me. And I've got to make sure I live in a way that I show God that God and him wasn't wasting their time. Pray for the Jackson family today.
Celebration of life and funeral arrangements. Those should be shared sometime a little bit later this week. All right, thank you for joining us here on 5 News this morning. We'll continue to cover that as outpouring and support coming in this morning. It is 6:30 though. We're waking up on this Tuesday. I checked outside. That sun, it's beautiful. It's on its way, Danny.
Yes, yeah. It's on its way, and that sunrise is just about. Well, there's a clock in front of me too, but I like flexing my watch. About a half hour away, and when it does rise, we're not going to see a ton of it, but we'll see just enough to maybe keep that seasonal depression away, Tiffany. So
there you go.
Don't want to have that.
It's true. It happens.
But we're also going to see very strong winds. So I already had a little hairspray from Joe. It works. It's sticky back here.
He dug through my purse and pulled out the hairspray. Now he's got one little blob of spot on the back of his head.
Yes.
Let me help you out. I could get you even.
No, that's okay, Joe. I'll figure it out. We'll show you what's going on with temperatures right now. Maybe I'll touch back with you later, Joe. We're seeing temperatures right now in the 40s and low 50s and much warmer than yesterday. And the reason being is that cloud cover as well as those winds just keeping things much warmer overnight. And of course, for this afternoon, as you may expect, it's going to get even warmer. Those winds are going to remain strong throughout the day today. It will pick up a little bit in intensity later this afternoon and early evening. This is sustained winds, so sustained at about 15 to as high as 25, but gusts could be as high as 40. Now, overnight tonight, it'll eventually diminish after midnight. Then tomorrow, they'll be a lot lighter. But for much of the day today, it's going to be windy. So if you're heading up to the bus stop, temperatures in the 40s, and we'll have those mostly cloudy skies, a little bit of sun peeking through, but that cloud cover will stick around, and it'll still be warm this afternoon. Temperatures in the 70s this afternoon, 60s at least area-wide by about noon. So we'll have the warmth with those strong south winds. And then as we head into the end of the week, a cold front's going to sweep through, bring us a lot cooler conditions, as well as maybe a light rain chance. So we'll go over all this here and get you ready for the week ahead coming up in your full forecast. For now, we'll give you a live look at traffic on this Tuesday morning. Take a live look in the Van Buren area along I-40 at Highway 59. Good morning to you there. And as Joe was alluding to, you kind of see the purple in the background. It's a beautiful sunrise, but again, it is going to be a little bit cloudier and very windy. We'll have your full forecast coming up in about 15 minutes. Joe and Tiffany.
All right, thanks for that, Danny. 6:33 today. Does that get you in the mood for Mardi Gras celebration? Best known for festivities there in Louisiana, though it's also being celebrated everywhere across the country, even here at home.
5 News reporter Claire Everbach is live at Rick's Bakery this morning. And Claire, Mardi Gras comes with a lot of tradition, and a big part of that is the food. Good morning.
Good morning, Tiffany. Good morning, Joe. Well, of course, Mardi Gras is known for the festivals, the costumes, the beads, but another big part of the tradition is the king cake. And as you can see behind me, they have a lot of it here at Rick's Bakery. According to CBS News, king cake actually dates back centuries, all the way to Roman times. It was originally used to celebrate the winter solstice. It was later adopted into Christian tradition, symbolizing the 3 kings who brought gifts to baby Jesus. Today, a small plastic baby is hidden inside the cake, representing luck and prosperity. Whoever finds it is crowned king or queen for the day and is responsible for bringing the next cake or hosting the next party. Rick's Bakery in Fayetteville is one of many local stores making king cakes. With the store selling around 1,500 king cakes every year, preparation begins right after Christmas. And if you've never had one, don't expect a traditional slice of birthday cake. King cake is more of a pastry with some other special ingredients mixed in.
It's a sweet bread filled with we fill it with cream cheese and cinnamon with our sweet cookie icing on top. And then we layer sprinkles of green, yellow, and purple.
Well, for 6 in the morning, we've actually seen quite a few people coming in, filtering through, maybe grabbing a morning donut, or if you're like me, a morning king cake. Live in Fayetteville, covering news where you live, Claire Everbach, 5 News.
All right, thanks for that. So many king cakes behind
Bring us
her
one
there.
back, Claire.
Grab a few of those. All right, happening today, early voting begins across Arkansas for next month's elections.
Yeah, the polls will open in just about an hour at 7:30, where voters will narrow down the candidate pool for several key races. Arkansas Senator Tom Cotton is up for re-election. He faces 2 Republican challengers, while 2 Democrats are contending for their party's nomination.
Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders seeking another term in office. She has no contender in her own party, but 2 Democrats are running in the primary.
And in the U.S. House, the 4th Congressional District will see 2 Democrats try to win their party's primary to challenge Republican incumbent Bruce Westerman.
Well, that's, of course, just a snippet of what's to be a long ballot next month. There's a lot of impactful local races and ballot proposals as well that impact you. You can find your county's election information. Just text the word VOTE to the number you see right here on your screen, 479-785-5000. We'll send you back a link to our election guide. Well, in Fort Smith, Bass Pro Shop says it's looking to hire 150 full and part-time employees during a job fair. Remember, they made the announcement they're opening up this year. The event will happen March 4th through the 5th there at the Freedom Farms in Barling. You can go in person. According to a release from the company, employee benefits include, of course, the store discount, the holiday and vacation pay, alongside health insurance. Bass Pro announced plans a year ago for the 70,000 square foot Outpost Superstore there on Rogers Avenue and 540.
Dear firefighter. Brenda Spear was part of the White Bluff Rye Hill Fire Department. She passed Sunday surrounded by family after she suffered a stroke. The department's fire chief says that she constantly found ways to give back, like taking pictures at kids' sports and rodeo events.
I tell all the firefighters coming in, they're volunteer firefighters, that you have to have what they call a servant's heart to do this, because you're doing it for free on your own time and you just want to help people. So she had that big servant's heart.
Brenda's husband, David, posted on Facebook that he will share details about funeral arrangements once they're made. All new details into the deadly shooting at a boys' high school hockey game in Rhode Island. According to authorities, a shooter killed 2 people Monday afternoon before turning the gun on himself.
Yeah, 3 others critical condition after what's been described as a targeted incident. Jared Hill has more.
It's the moment a high school hockey game devolved into chaos Monday afternoon. Players rushing off the ice as gunfire echoes through the Rhode Island rink.
I think it was like mid-play. I heard a couple gunshots go off. I thought it was balloons at first. It was loud.
Officials in the city of Pawtucket, just outside Providence, say the shooting was targeted, likely a family dispute.
An act of senseless violence has taken the lives of 2 innocent victims.
According to authorities, the shooter, who they say died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound, was born in 1969 and was at the rink to watch a family member on the ice.
We have identified the person, the suspect, by a birth name. The birth name was Robert Dorgan. We have also learned that the person does go by the name of Roberta, also uses the last name of Esposito.
While the motive isn't clear, police say it was someone in the crowd who helped subdue the shooter.
A good Samaritan stepped in and interjected in this scene, and that's probably what led to a swift end of this tragic event.
I mean, I'm doing good. I'm overwhelmed, but I'm just trying to stay calm, you know.
With some still shaken, Rhode Island's governor with a message to his state.
Agencies across my administration are working together to provide additional mental health resources.
The school district says all players are accounted for.